And this interview is for an exercise in a course I'm taking this semester. For the purposes of this exercise, do you consent to being interviewed and recorded?
I do consent to be interviewed and recorded. I work at Dish Network, which is a satellite pay TV provider. I work in our programming department, which is a very exciting department. We do all of the programming deals, so we negotiate with all the big networks, in order to carry those networks, package them, and then sell them to our customers. My job is specifically to manage our programming add-on product. I do see a lot more men than women, so my department, it seems like there's a few more men, especially my group, than there are women. I don't know that there's a systemic reason for that. It may just be chance. I think that's probably the case in lots of corporations. But yeah, in terms of what people do, I don't notice any sort of disparity. There are top female deal makers and lead male deal makers, and I don't see a big difference in that. When thinking about times that gender may have been an issue, in my position, a lot of times I have people soliciting me. They want to sell me their content. They want me to put their content on pay-per-view or on video on demand. And I put up with a lot of pushy salespeople. But I'm pretty good at saying no. However, I do feel there have been a case or two in the past when those people, those programmers haven't taken no from me, and I have suspected that they would have taken no from a male. I think that sometimes you only see one female executive or one female that's rising through the ranks, and you feel like, oh boy, it can't be her. If it's her, it's not me. It's really important as women to push past that, to lift each other up, to lend a hand, to applaud our colleagues when they do ascend, and to have each other's backs, because that's the only way that more women are going to be able to break through. I do think things have gotten better. Specifically here, Dish Women's Network was formed. Actually, somebody I hired is the one that formed that big organization here. I could not have been more proud. That was, meant to foster training, leadership series, lectures, all that kind of thing. That seemed unheard of 10 years ago, or especially 20 years ago. To just have that sort of network of women, of people to reach out to. And there are a lot of men that are members of that organization. So it's about forging relationships and allies within the workplace. And I think that's an important thing that's also changed. When you're facing that sort of adversity and you feel like you're being targeted, maybe because you're a woman or you're feeling those biases, I think the important thing is to keep your eyes on the prize. Because the most important thing is, in that situation, is you need to evaluate. Is there nothing that's going to get better in this situation? Do I need to leave the situation? Do I need to report this situation? But I do think, the important thing is to keep it in perspective. Is this something that's really affecting my job, or is it just hurting my feelings? Is this something that is adversely affecting my path, or is it just an annoyance? Because there's a lot of things that there's a lot of challenges that men and women face.